was the general reaction? I'm curious.
To which,
To like the parents when they got letters like that. I can guess, but
to the nice letter?
yeah.
Occasionally there would be a thanks for letting me know and you got our support, but mostly it was how dare you.
Yeah.
And they didn't even get to that part of the letter because any kind of accountability was shame or I don't know. And I even started analyzing. We were a school that had a lot of business majors and pre-law, and we were sending people into careers where you learn how to be a bully as a career. And so then they were sending their children to the same school. These were some were legacy students, and I'm like, we taught them that being a bully is how you approach things.
Yep.
And now we're mad because they're bullies.
I was wondering if it was a generational thing also, because I think about when I was in college, if I had a letter sent home to my parents, they in no universe would have sided with me. And I was a good kid, but I think they would have just trusted that I had done something wrong and I would have heard about it. And I don't know if that's true now.
Mm.
Well, and as a first gen, I'm pretty sure that my parents would have said, "We can't help you. Like, you go figure it out yourself because what are we going to do about it if you get this letter?" Now, Colette, my last institution, we sent letters for alcohol or other drugs if it was a serious alcohol, is what it would be considered. Um, but it was more of a, hey, son or daughter has been involved with this an incident. We didn't even name the incident. Um, and based on, FERPA, we are notifying you. And then it gave them two like websites to go to about how to talk to your child about
Loved
alcohol
it.
and or other drugs. And so I had a few good conversations with parents. Most of the time, all that did though was to open up a can of worms that then they wanted to know more because sometimes they didn't know anything. And so then I was like this, well, your child has a letter in their email. Why don't you ask them for their letter? And that was always the way I kind of tried to dance around and said,
The
and
FERPA
once in a while
dance.
they'd say, "Yeah, I've read the letter." I'd be like, "Okay, well, so I don't know what else to say."
I did like when I worked at the Rochester Institute of Technology, we had a stack of our business cards. And so we would say, slide it across to the student, like, I'm going to need to talk to a parent
Mhm.
or a guardian figure. But you tell them what happened so they're not shocked when they call. Just have them call this number and it'll be nice. But every school is different. And those were students who tended to be honest and tended to be kind. And their parents were the same. And I do think institution draws different students and parents because that did not work. When I suggested it at the next school, they're like, no, don't make us talk to parents on the phone. Well, you'll have to talk to them. You'll probably end up having to talk to them one way or another.
Yeah, it is, and I think each school has a little bit of a different culture with parents and even how we talk to students. So, for example, um, the main institution where I did conduct for 24 years, we talked with the student and then we had them do their own written statement that said, tell me about what happened, tell me about um, how you think and feel about what happened. Number three, what do you think should happen as a result? And I was amazed. I went into this job going like, I'm going to get a lot of BS from students and these kind of written statements. And I was amazed at um, the most of the time the amount of reflection.
Mm.
And so I really like that. That's the only school where we've done that. But once in a while, in a parent phone call, I would say, well, this is what your child wrote in their reflection. And so I just wanted to pass that on to you. So I had some really good conversations